Giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be an extremely quick video. It might only even be 15, might only be like 5 minutes or so. This is a video put up by Zion Yasharala, all right? And he was doing it's pretty much I guess you could say kind of a response. Not even really a response, but he was, edification going into, just warning, as he was just mentioning, the younger brothers, that watch these videos, man, is to warn you, man, about guys like these guys. Now, it's kind of crazy that they named themselves Spiritual Life Lesson. This is this guy, a war, and them guys at Mississippi or whatever. And all throughout this video, man, all they do every time I see them, man, all they do is talk shit about Great Millstone, man. That's all they do, man. See, when we get on other camps, it's because of doctrine. It ain't about because of what they said, or what they say about us or whatever. They call us bums and all this other shit. All right, it ain't about that. It's about doctrine. All right. Now it's crazy that they call themselves Spiritual Life Lesson when this guy, like the brother was going into, this guy here, a war, he was standing out there drunk. You know what I'm saying? How in the world do you call yourself spiritual? You standing out in camp drunk, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys, man, and the reason I'm doing this video because I'm just telling everybody what the hell is happening with these guys, man, which both about a good 90, 98, 99% of us know. All right. What's happening with these guys? Let me get it real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it real quick. Let me show you exactly what's happening with these guys. All right. And mainly the head, man, because he got his minions. But this is what's happening to him, man. Matthew chapter 24, Matthew chapter 12, verse 43. All right. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest. All right, and findeth none. So the unclean spirit, he's seeking rest, but he can't. So he's seeking a place. He's trying to seek knowledge, and he can't find any. You know what I'm saying? He can't find any. Like nothing satisfies him. All right. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. Right. So you go back to where the hell you came from. All right. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Right. Then goeth he, and taketh him with himself 7 more other spirits, more wicked than himself. Damn. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be unto this wicked generation. All right. And see, that explains why you see the generations getting more and more wicked. But that's what's happening with this guy, man. That's exactly what's happening with this guy, man. All right. He took and see, this is what happens when you do this thing to be seen of men. Right? That's what happens. He's a prime example, and he's not the only one, man. Most of the people that left Great Millstone start doing that. So let me ask you guys something, man. You a war and you other clowns, man. Let me ask y'all something, man. Throughout this entirety of this video, GMS this and GMS that, how in the world you standing out there to do what, man? What are you doing this thing for? Which I've already just said. But what are you doing this thing for, man? Are you doing this thing to warn and edify the sheep? Because talking about us 24/7 is not going to do that. All right. This is why you don't see us see when we get on camps, man. You guys, some people sit up there and say GMS. All y'all do is get on camps. We get on them for their doctrine, man. All you guys are doing is just talking shit, man. That's all you're doing, right? So how in the world is you doing that? And see, again, I keep going back to that because when we go on them for their doctrine, you got people out there that see that. We have converted people, right? We had a guy come up to us Saturday, and he came up before and spent hours and hours and hours arguing back and forth with us because this dude is everywhere, man. He is everywhere, man. right? This is why we debunk all these other doctrines, man. You guys at a war, right? A war in y'all, man. Y'all literally no different. You're doing no different than these damn Christians out here, man. Right? I look up Great Millstone. I look at GMS. I look. I all I got to do is type in GMS. You know what pops up? You got the average Christian sitting up there saying, "Oh, they debunk GMS." Right? You got other camps sitting up there saying, "Man, GMS got a spiritual lashing and stuff like that." It's just like all of y'all guys do the same thing, man. So how in the world is that edifying? How in the world is that edifying the sheep, man? How in the world is calling us bums and all this other stuff edifying the sheep? How in the world is calling us rapists and all this other stuff edifying the sheep, man? Just so you know, man, you're bearing false witness. Come on, man. In a society like this, you sit up there and you claim you did something with a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? A 20-year-old a woman. Your ass is going to jail, man. So let alone little girls. You know what I'm saying? If we was really doing that, why the hell am I sitting here doing this video? All this technology that Esau Edom got, and we're sitting here doing this video. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. So what you guys are doing, just rambling, man. So again, man, the question is, how in the world is what you're doing edifying the sheep? All you're going to do is get those bullshit ass comments. That's right, man. The GMS guys, they going off. You can't explain to us how we're going off, man, because we hear the same thing over and over and over again, and you still can't debunk it, whether it be Revelation 13, whether it be the one wife thing, because you got some groups that have a problem with that. That you can, it was natural for a man to have more than one wife. That's just what it is. We're made that way. You know what I'm saying? We're made that way. And that proves that the seed comes from us anyway. If we're designed to have more than one wife, that proves that that seed comes from us anyway. You got this 50-50 thing, man. No. And that's what a lot of these other groups are trying to do. Why a war? Why are you guys not getting on these other groups for their doctrine? Instead of just talking shit. And I don't mean getting on them just to talk shit on them. I mean for their doctrine. Not them specifically, not them personally. No, their doctrine. That's why we do it. Their doctrine. But this is what happens. Again, man, we had guys left from this camp. Right? We had guys that didn't even that wanted to join this camp, but we ain't let them. And then they turn around and sit up there and say that GMS Baltimore, well, we didn't accept them, and we just turned them away. Yeah, you think? Look at you. Then you get ran off by the police, and what make it even worse, you get ran off by a woman, you know, and you sit up there and say, we will be back, and you never came back, and you wonder why we turned your dumbasses away, man. This is what happens when you do this thing for men, man. This is why you have to prove yourself before you come up in this thing, man. We ain't looking for no we are not looking for numbers. We don't give a goddamn about numbers, man. Quality over quantity. This is what happens when you this right here, man. He left. He came back with and he waxing worse and worse, man. Now he's staying out there drunk and shit, slurring his words. Don't know he probably don't even know what the hell he said. Right? And then you got his proud ass lackeys here. You know what I'm saying? Goons. Just talking shit, man. Each and every last one of y'all. But this is what happened. You did this thing to be seen by men. You left. You was trying to search. You trying to search for answers, and then you pop up again, talking shit because you had a problem with I believe it was reincarnation, about damn, I can't remember. One of them being King David or whatever. I can't remember exactly because at this point I don't remember. But I mean, at this point it really don't matter. But that's what happened, man. Because you was doing this thing to be seen by men. Whenever you talk shit on somebody like that after you left, that means you really had a problem with them. You wasn't doing this for the Lord, man. Because if you was really doing this for the Lord, there are groups out there that left Great Millstone and are still doing this thing for the are still going. You don't hear nothing from them though, which that's fine because I'm just saying like you don't hear them talking shit or nothing like that. And I'm like that's fine. You don't have to be. Nobody said you had to be a Great Millstone, man. But that's what happens when you do this thing for men. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in a camp at Great Millstone. Nobody had to. It's the doctrine. This is the 100% truth. But you don't have to call yourself Great Millstone. I don't know why Jake. I really don't know why Jake think that, and that's the problem with these guys, man. Every time I turn around, man, yeah, them Great Millstone guys. Every time I turn around on one of vocab streams, yeah, Apostle, that Tahar and Tahar and Tahar. It's like, man, what the fuck is your problem, man? What the hell is your problem? Y'all really have that much of a problem with us, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these groups that split off and got a problem with us. So we got problems all the way around, man. We're surrounded by demons that don't like Great Millstone that want to kill us. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's what happened, though. You left. You going searching for answers. You came back with 7 more goddamn demons, man. With 7 more wicked ass spirits. And now you're worse than you were ever before. That's what happened with this guy, man, because that is what happens when you do this thing to be seen of men. If you're not doing this thing in sincerity, man, the Lord going to show it. Giving all praise and honor glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI.